Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be doing a tier list for AEW roster. We're going to be ranking all of these superstars, and today I have a guest with me, my bro Devin.
What up?
Um, Dev is a big AEW fan. He's been watching it since the start. He definitely knows a lot more than me, so having his opinion on this is going to be a great help. And we're going to be going through the entire roster. We have 5 different tiers here. We have superstar, top card star, mid card star, reliable worker, and jobber. So, Dev, is there anything that you want to add beforehand before we get started here?
Just we're gonna be here a while because man, their roster's huge. I love it. There's so many people that you probably never heard of here that we're gonna talk about, and I'm gonna put them in there. And after today, I want you to go watch some of their matches because this company has the best roster, and it's not even close. I can't wait.
Definitely.
This is a tier list. I'm enjoying. I've been looking forward to doing.
All right. So, first person we have here is Aaron Solo. So I don't know too much about him. What would you
Okay,
say?
fun fact. This is actually a FKA, formerly known as Mr. Bailey. That is Bailey's ex fiance,
Oh,
and they
wow.
actually just broke up this year. And it's kind of funny because they then made his name Solo, and they dropped the W. It used to be like SOLWO or LOW, and now it's just Solo. And I mean, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, it's kind of not. But no, I would put him in reliable worker. I think he's got potential to move up for sure, but as of right now, he fits there pretty good.
All right. Yeah, it sounds good to me. Um, so next here we have let's see here.
Abaddon.
Abaddon. Yep.
Okay.
So we have Abaddon here.
I will
Um,
say
you can go
go ahead.
first here.
No, go ahead.
Another one who I don't really know that much from seeing on the cards, so I'm gonna let Dev take this one over.
So here's my opinion on Abaddon. I think she's a great worker. She really is. I mean, you look at that picture. I don't know if you can zoom in, but if people need to zoom it, look at the how creepy this chick is. Like she's legitimately one of the best horror gimmicks, like gory, because she'll come out with like one eye's red and one eye's white, and then she's got blood and stuff coming out of her mouth. She creepy, and she's a good wrestler. I do not think she has cut a promo, but that could be a good thing. Like Orange Cassidy, when we get to him, he didn't cut a promo for the first year. It was about a year before he said a word, and it worked. I think I would put her mid card star as of right now. I think once we fully get a little bit more of her, there's a very good chance she could hit superstar. Seriously, like, and if Bray Wyatt, if he comes here, that's that's who I want to be working with him. As much as I want him as a Dark Order leader, I want him to work with her because I think them two together could just be like, dude, that there's money. But she's
Definitely,
a good
definitely.
worker. I like her.
All right, next year we have one of the big names in the company for sure.
Oh,
We have Hangman Adam Page. Now, I don't know about you, but I think Hangman's a superstar. I think he's a great
100%.
wrestler, great worker.
He
Uh,
was in the inaugural first ever AEW title match against Chris Jericho, which I mean, he did fall short, but he was in a match for the first ever AEW championship against Chris Jericho. Like, just saying that. He's been a part of, me personally, my favorite tag team match of all time. I've never enjoyed a tag team match more than Hangman and Omega versus the Bucks. And for that alone, I mean, he's one of the top stars in the entire industry, not even just his company. Like, and he's young. I don't even. He might be like early 30s, like very
mhm.
early. Like if like maybe even like I don't know. He's just got all the promise in the world. I can't wait to see what the kid does. And he's about to have a baby. So and it
Yeah.
seems like everyone that has a baby in wrestling, man, they come back with a fire.
I mean,
Moxley's been
look at the
Moxley's
steel
been on
guys.
fire. Cody's been on fire. Like everyone that has a baby, they come back and they just tear it up. So I'm hoping that he comes back and yeah, I 100% agree. Superstar for sure.
All right, so next year we have one of the first Dark Order members, El Angels.
So I also once again have a personal thing here. I am a actual member of the Dark Order, and he is the person that accepted me into the Dark Order. So it is I'm a little impartial here, man. It's hard for me to say anything against him. I'd put him in superstar, but that's just me. But no, I would say realistically that man is a mid card star.
Hmm.
I think you with the whole Dark Order is probably going to be there, except for maybe like
Uh-huh.
I'd say Colt Cabana might be. No, he's yeah, they're great. The girls I'd put in top card, but we'll get there in a little bit.
Definitely. I think that they're probably going to be in the mid card star to top card star. Most of the Dark Order members.
Yeah,
Uh, so next here, Alex Reynolds.
Alex
I
Reynolds
don't.
once again, Dark Order. I would put him mid card.
Hmm.
That's just me.
Yep.
There's one coming up here in the Dark Order that will be going a little bit higher.
Next year we have Andrade El Idolo. Oh, what a event! What happened with him on Rampage with him and Chavo and his match with Pac? That was very very interesting to see.
And the rumor is that Rick Flair could be replacing Chavo as his new mouthpiece and manager. And I'm telling you, if that is the case, I'll say this: if it's just Andrade, just himself right now, I'd put him at top card. If it's Andrade with Ric Flair behind him, you put him at superstar, and he gonna ride to the top, and we're gonna get a megastar. So like I right now just him, I'd put top card because
Definitely, definitely.
he is definitely got superstar potential, but as of right now, he needs that next feud to be like a home run or Rick to be at his side. Either way, if you put Rick at his side, he could pretty much do anything and he'll be great.
Yeah, and Ric Flair's been rumored to go there for months now. It seems like he was actually rumored to be backstage at the All Out pay per view. So
And he was in Being the Elite this last
yeah,
episode. He was so. I mean, I I personally, in my opinion, think so. He'll show up and he'll be on Andrade's corner, and that'll be money.
that would be
Can't wait.
awesome. Next
Oh
year,
man.
Angelico.
Okay, so Angelico, I would put reliable worker.
Hmm.
I would put that. I think he's good, but he's had a few moments where it's looked pretty bad. His tag team partner is going in jobber. I hate to say it, but he's at least he's redeemable. His tag team partner, I've watched that man botch. I don't know how many moves off the top rope this year. So yeah, I'll say reliable work for him. His dance moves are great. He comes out with no emotion, just and like it's just I relate to that, so I love it.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
So Anna Jay now.
I
Uh,
want to hear your opinion on her before I
Uh,
give my
what I
vote.
know mainly is she's with Ty Conti right now. They're kind of like a team, and she's had some segments with the Dark Order I've seen.
She's in the Dark Order.
And
Yeah, she's
she's
99.
also dating, I know, Jungle Boy in real life.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
I think for now, I think she's probably a mid card star, possibly a top card star in the women's division. I think she has some promise, but from what I've seen of her, I think mid card star. What would you say?
I'm pretty much in the same spot. I don't know if I like it's between mid card and top card because she, out of her and Ty Conti, I like Ty Conti. I think her wrestling's better than Anna Jay's, but Anna Jay's got way better fire on the mic. So
Hmm.
they're gonna be very close to each other. But yeah, I feel
Definitely.
good.
Mm. All right, so next we have Anthony Bones here,
I'd put a mid card for sure.
mid card.
I dig him and Max Caster because they they're controversial, man. And he every time now Max Caster goes to say something controversial in his rap, he grabs the mic and he's like, no. And it just every time he does it, it makes me laugh. And he's a good wrestler, so yeah, I'd say mid card for him.
Anthony Agogo.
I would say reliable worker. He's hurt right now, but I think he has potential to go to mid card. But right now, reliable worker. Oh,
Yeah,
we
not
got our
much to
first
say
jobber.
about him for me.
We got our
Um,
first jobber coming up. Here we go.
Austin Gunn.
You got to put him in there. I'm sorry. I love the Gun Club, man,
Uh,
but they're
yeah,
just not
Billy's
good.
great, but yeah, I agree with you there. And just not much there. Just kind of more
No.
of a gimmicky character.
Yeah, it's more he the only reason he's there is because his dad's there. That's
Hmm.
it. He would not have a spot in the
Sure.
roster if his dad was not Billy Gunn. I hate to say that, but it's true.
So next year, Big Swole. Actually, don't know much about. What would you say?
I would put her mid card because she's got an injury that it just can flare up at any time. I can't remember exactly. It might be diverticulitis, or she's got one of the ones that like Brock. It's either one Brock has or one some other one person has. And I personally, if she doesn't have that, if she gets completely healthy, top card for sure. But
Hmm.
right now, mid card because you can't rely on her, but you just don't want to put too much on her because you don't know her health. And she's actually engaged to Cedric Alexander in WWE.
Oh
So
yeah, I do remember you telling me that. Yeah, so
little
that's very.
tidbit about her.
All right, so Billy Gunn, is Billy Gunn a reliable worker?
Yeah,
That's the kind of
I,
the
I would.
question.
I'd put him a reliable worker because he's still at the end of the day. You need him to cut a promo, he'll be fired. You need him to be a bad guy, and boom, he can do it. If you want him to get a baby face pop, he can do it. Reliable worker.
Hmm.
He's not anyone I want to see on a weekly basis. I'll say that. It's like nothing against him. I just with all these guys, you'll see how. I'm telling you, this mid card, top card is going to be filled, and so is a superstar. So
Definitely. We're just starting at the very start, and we're already filling up this pretty well.
oh yeah,
So next year, again, someone who I think she just goes in a reliable worker, Brandy Rhodes. I mean, mainly now she just does promotions
I
outside of the
yeah.
company.
I don't think
So,
we're gonna see her too much more in between the ropes. If we do,
yeah.
it'll probably be like with Cody, like if they do like a Cody and Brandy versus other couple, like they got a bunch of other ones in the company. If they do something like that, I can see it, but I don't see her being a single star again after having the baby and everything. I see
Mhm.
her more taking the backstage role and like helping do that.
Mhm.
But I still, if she's in the ring, she's a reliable worker for sure.
Now I know I've said this to you. Brandon Color, I think this dude's just pretty much the laughing stock of the elite. Guy is pretty much a jobber. What I want to hear your thoughts on him.
So I'll say this. Yes, I agree with what you just said. He's definitely a jobber, but he's like a R-Truth jobber. Like you
Mhm.
don't ever expect him to win the big match. We know that. We know that Brandon Cutler's not getting a TNT title shot and going to win. He's not going to win the AEW belt. We just know that. But like you said, he's the comedy spot of the elite. The elite is in the main event pretty much every night. So he's in the main event with them. And he is the funny guy. Like he's the one that like we're not supposed to like any of the elite, but when like it's Brandon Cutler, we kind of laugh at him because he's like the one always getting messed with, like him, Nakazawa, like. But Brandon Cutler in particular, he's always got to have the spray. He's got the face mask on, like he looks like a dweeb. Just for that, I don't want to put him in jobber. I want to put him in reliable worker because he is reliable. Every week, he will make you laugh, and I think that's reliable. I don't think he's someone that you just have get beaten up. He's someone that you can put him in a match. He's not a bad wrestler.
He's in the main event a lot of the time, just being with the elite. So yeah, you
Yeah,
got to be pretty reliable worker to be put in
exactly.
big spots like that. All right, next up here, someone who I'm pretty high on. I've liked him for a while. The Machine, Brian Cage. Um, I'm thinking top card star for this one. Do you think he pushes superstar?
No, I think top card for sure. I think
Hmm.
he's definitely a top guy. They haven't used him well lately, but they've had so much stuff going on. I still think babyface Brian Cage and AEW money. I 100% agree. Top card.
Hmm. Now this one is someone who I think is really going to start gaining a lot of traction here. He's definitely been getting a lot more popular over these last couple months. Brian Pillman Jr., top card star for me. I mean, I know
Yep,
he's in a tag team, but he's just
dude.
got so
I
much momentum right now.
I agree. I'm telling you, being in Cincinnati in his hometown, hearing that hometown cheer for this kid, man, seeing Moxley come down and have a beer with this kid, like it was his birthday and everything. I didn't even know it was his birthday.
Oh,
This
really?
guy, he has all the potential to even be a superstar, and that's not just because of his name. This kid's got it. I can't put my finger. It's his charisma in the ring and on the mic. It's not even just his mic work. It's in the ring. He's got the facial expressions. He knows how to sell stuff. He knows how to make you invested. I'm telling you, that kid right there. That's why I took so many pictures of the guy. I was like, this is gonna be a top guy in a few years. And I'm gonna look back at them pictures and go, man, look how young he was. Look how cool these pictures are. I can't wait. I totally agree.
I love Pillman. Pillman is awesome. He's one of my favorites right now for sure. All right. Another very strong female wrestler, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. I think for me, superstar.
Oh,
Man,
for sure.
she is absolutely destroying and killing the women's division right now. She has been doing a lot of great work with the women's division in AEW.
Me personally, I think she's the best woman wrestler on in the industry right now. I'm not saying that other ones might not be technically better, but right now she is the top, and that's just the way I feel. 100%. Ooh, this is gonna be rough.
All right. Next year we have the Bunny. What would you think about the Bunny?
Oh, this is rough. I don't want to be that guy,
Mm-hmm.
but I almost say Jobber. She's gotten bad lately.
For me,
Her matches have not been clean. They've not been like she's been like valeting with her husband, the Butcher and the Blade, for too
mhm.
long. I I hate to say it, but I think Jobber and when this company started, I had to put her mid card or top card. She was really good. She has really had. I don't know if it's just the last couple matches she's had. It's the way you leave them, and right now she's in the bottom, and that's not something I wanted to say.
Because I was gonna put her somewhere around reliable worker, but as you said, she's just some of her matches lately have just not been that good of quality. So
No, it's a shame because we all know we've seen her in Impact as Allie Impact. We've seen her, like as Allie like in other places. She's a good wrestler. I don't know why. Like I said, I don't know if it's just not having chemistry with who she's been working with. She's had like 3 or 4 matches in the last like month and a half, and I can remember each one of them going, "Ooh, that didn't look good. Ooh, that wasn't right." Or "Ooh, like it was just like me wincing a lot." And I remember that, and I hate to put her there, but I think that's where right now she's at.
for sure. Next year, one of the best tag team wrestlers in the company right now, Cash Wheeler, part of FTR. I really like FTR a lot. But on his own, are we going to be ranking
No,
these guys
so
on their own or as a tag team?
you got to think about it as what do they bring to the tag team? Like if you're in a tag team, like a example will come up later, but there's sometimes a tag team like here's a good one like Brian Pillman Jr. He's a
Mhm.
top card star. Griff Garrison is much like him. He's a mid card. Like and like that's how I'm gonna rank it. Like they're a tag team, and as a team, they might be a little bit different. But like individually, I'm gonna say who I like. What do they bring? How good are they? And that's like for tag teams. That's how I'm going. For a lot of tag teams, they're gonna be together because a lot of them don't really outshine each other. But there are a few that it's like no, it's like the Hardy Boys. Everyone, no one's favorite Hardy Boy was Matt. Let's be real. No
Until
one,
the broken Matt Hardy.
yeah, until Broken Matt Hardy, and that was the first time where you were like, okay, Matt's cool. Like Matt's the cool one
Mhm.
because Jeff had his demons and was doing some bad stuff. Matt was the top guy in the industry. So like, but for me, I say Wheeler. I would put him top card. I
That's what I
think
was
I
thinking too. Top
I think,
card
like
star.
you said, they're one of the best tag teams in the world, and he's just as good as Cash and as Dax, and yeah, I 100% agree. Oh, you don't got to ask me the
Yeah,
next one.
the
You already
demo
know where
god
I'm gonna say
Chris
that.
Jericho. Even
The
at
goat,
50 years old, he's still a superstar. I mean, he
he
won
is.
the first ever AEW World Championship. He keeps reinventing himself, it seems like all the time, just to keep himself at the top. And Jericho, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. I really think he cemented his legacy coming to AEW. He's been great.
Not to mention, he's got the best theme song in all of wrestling right now.
And it's
Everyone,
by
when
his
you hear
own
Judas,
band. Yeah.
when you hear Judas come on, everybody's singing. Even if you're at home, I sing at home. I watch it on TV. I'm still singing. It's just a great song. He's he's literally one of the greatest of all time. And it's not even up for discussion. It's not even the joke like, oh, it's Jericho. Like, no, he really is one of the greatest of all time.
This next one's actually kind of tough because he was actually just in the main event of All Out. But for me, Christian Cage, what do you think?
I want
I
to hear
think
your opinion. I'll say that.
see this is tough because now he's definitely getting older. He's definitely, past his prime, I would say. But Christian is still he's definitely a reliable worker. He can definitely be put in those higher leverage matches. But I can't put him superstar. I'm even kind of struggling putting him as a top card star because overall the talent that they have, I'm not sure if Christian can carry like a top card main event. Like of course
Mm-hmm.
Kenny was mainly carrying
And
that
let's be
main event.
honest. Let's be honest. Out of that whole pay per view, that was probably one of the most predictable matches because we all knew like nobody bought into Christian being the AEW champion. Like
Mm-hmm.
as much as you know me, I love me some Christian, and I was so happy that he won the Impact and TNA belt, and that was perfect for him because he is a top guy to go there
Mm-hmm.
on
In
this
that era.
card. On this card, I'm between mid and top. I really don't know where to go with him because I see both sides of the coin. I see him as his name is worth. I'd say how about this? His name is top card. Him in the ring right now is mid card.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a slight at him. It's just, dude, look at how fast all these guys are. That's the best thing about AEW is the wrestling is so much quicker than WWE or anything where he's used to. It's hard for him to like go against Omega, man. Omega looked like he was running laps around him. And
Mm-hmm.
that was Omega at like 50% speed. You see like Omega versus Osprey or Okada, Omega looks like he's going Super Saiyan. Like Christian he would have died if he tried to like catch Kenny at like 70%. So I think for his namesake, I would say top card for his what he brings to the matches. I would say mid card. So I would say either one that you're okay with. That's on you.
So for me, I'm thinking right now, just because I already know how much talent is left that we still have to rank, I think I'm gonna put him in mid card. If later on we want to come back and put him in top card, but I
Okay.
just think there's gonna be so many more people we would take over Christian in the
Oh,
top
for sure.
card that
100%.
I think he'll probably be one of the best people in mid card
Oh, for sure.
when it's all said and done.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chuck Taylor now.
Chucky T. I'd say mid card for
Mid
me.
card, yeah. Pretty much
He
everyone in that kind of group with Orange Cassidy. Mid card, I would say probably.
well, Chucky T is good because he's funny, but you can't give him a live mic because he's known to drop a lot of f bombs. And Tony Khan said he is afraid to give him a live mic at times because he knows how he is.
Mhm.
It's just who he is as a person. He's very goofy, very silly, and he swears a lot. And his humor is definitely for adults. It's not really too PG. And yeah, I mean for that alone, I would put him mid card because he is definitely someone you don't hear talk too much because for obvious reasons.
Mhm. So next, one of the most anticipated returns to wrestling ever, CM Punk. I mean, superstar, no question,
Oh, yeah, if we should make like
no
an S tier
question.
above that for him because it's not even close. Hearing his
CM
music
Punk,
hit in person, dude, like I said, like chills can't even describe the feeling. It was unreal. The guy's he's literally the top thing in wrestling right now. That's not even close.
he's gotten so many people. Just him alone has gotten so many people back into wrestling. I heard like um like I told you, I have a friend who I was working with who was a huge wrestling fan, and he
Hmm.
stopped watching wrestling for a long time because he just couldn't stand the product anymore. And then I told him CM Punk was going to be coming back, and he was like, "What?" That was like one of my favorite wrestlers, and he's back and he's watching AEW now, and it's great. CM Punk's bringing in a lot of old fans and making a lot of new ones as
And
well.
new fans, I was about to say, like the demographic this week, AEW Rampage beat Raw in the 18 to 49 demographic. It's never happened before. I think since the very, very, very first episode of Dynamite, which was 2 years ago. And the fact that they're beating them, that's why last night Raw had Big E cash in the Money in the Bank and win the WWE Championship because they have to start competing with these guys. They're actually losing in categories now on their big shows. That's because of CM Punk. That is literally, I mean, Cole and Brian, yes, but Punk is the reason why so many people tune into AEW every Wednesday and Rampage every Friday. because they want to see what Punk's gonna do, what he's gonna say, who he's gonna want to fight, and it's great.
I'm definitely looking forward to his. I definitely think they're going to put him in a storyline with Team Taz. It
Oh
seems
yeah,
like, yeah, with Starks, Hobbs, Hook, all of them.
and I think he's gonna make every single one of them look way better than they actually are, and it's probably gonna be crazy. Like you're gonna think, wow, these guys are all top stars, and then they're gonna have another feud, and you're like, oh wow, what happened? CM Punk's gonna make these guys look like superstars. Yeah.
And that's why he came to AEW in the first place, was to help out this young talent. And he's done a great job so far with Darby. That match was
Oh,
awesome for
that
Punk's
match was
first match in the ring in 7 years. It was pretty good for Punk. I definitely.
oh, it delivered. It
Mhm.
delivered for sure.
The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Are we going superstar with this one? I know in the past he's been a superstar for the company, but I haven't really seen him much on TV. I know he was feuding with Malachi Black. What are your thoughts on it?
This one's so hard, man, because like another person, I'm so impartial. I love Cody Rhodes. I love the guy. Like as a person, as a character, this is one of my favorite guys in wrestling. But as of lately, like if we're booking all this right now, we're not going off of like we're booking this as of currently. I do not know. He might be a top card because he hasn't. I can't think of his last like. I mean, this Malachi feud's gonna be a good one, but we kind of know that he's not winning. I can't remember the last feud that he was in that was like a 50-50, like we don't know who's gonna pull it off one.
Mm-hmm.
It honestly might have been Brody.
Brody. I was just gonna say
It
Brody. Yeah,
really might have been Brody, and that's sad. But I'd say top card for me. I think yes, he's a superstar. I do agree if he's given the right stuff, 100%. But right now, he's taking more of a like the back seat route because he's got a lot going on. He's the VP of the company. Just had a kid. He's
he's
got a
filming stuff outside of
yeah.
AEW too. I saw that.
He's got like 3 shows he's on, man. The guy's literally like, it's so crazy that he even has time to show up to wrestle a match. Like, but I say, yeah, top card because if I hear he's wrestling, all the people in top card, if I hear the wrestling, I want to watch the match. That's how I'm rating this. If it's like superstars, like can't miss, like if they're wrestling, I can't miss it. Top cards, like if I hear the wrestling, yeah, I want to watch it. Mid cards, like it'll be a good match. Reliable workers, like, I kind of know they're, it's just like what they're there for. Jobber, I have no interest. That's how in my head I'm rating this. So I would say top card for him. He's not really can't miss right now, but he's definitely like you want to see him. Like you're not dying to see him, but you want to see him. Like Punk, you're dying to see a Punk match.
Mhm.
Cody, I don't think has the same level there right now.
Speaking of CM Punk, Colt Cabana here.
Uh,
I mean, kind of just a goof guy. I mean, what do you think about him?
I'd put
Jobber,
him. I'd put him mid
reliable worker.
card. I'd put him mid card just because the fans pop for him,
Mm-hmm.
and his comedy spots is like he's like the only one in the company that does like full comedy wrestling. Like his pins are always just like him tripping over someone and his feet like holding their legs down. Like he's very much like the funny guy. So I'd put him mid card because he will make you laugh every time you watch him. And he's a good wrestler. If he wants to be serious, the thing is the guy can flip a switch, put on an amazing match. So
Colton Gunn now.
you know where to put him. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I feel bad for Bunny. She's in a gun sandwich right now, but that's that's where they need to be. Oh, I love. Okay, I
All
can't
right,
wait.
Dante Martin. He recently I saw him in a match with Hobbs on Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
I think this guy definitely has potential. I love the high fly ability of this guy. What do you think?
Honestly, this might be a hot shot. I put him top card right now. I love watching this guy wrestle, like because his tag team partner, his brother, which is 2 over. He's hurt right now, so Dante's kind of had to do like the singles thing. And at first, they just put him in like a random like 4 or 5 man team tag match, like against like the Angelico and Evans or whatever, and he really shined. And then he had a match against Kenny Omega, and dude, his match against Kenny Omega, once again it's Kenny, so Kenny can make anyone look good. but man, did he make this kid look like a superstar, like in overnight. Since then, every match he's had, I've been entertained. I would put him top card because he is got all the potential in the world to stay there and rise up. And his brother better come back with a fire behind him because if not, man, he won't be in a tag team for long. I'll tell you that.
For sure. Get him some singles experience, and he can definitely be a guy who
Like TNT
is
title, perfect for him.
perfect for him.
Like literally, like I don't want to see him be the one beat Miro, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind it. Like Miro's on fire, but that kid, he's got it right now. You gotta do something with it while it's hot.
One of my new favorite stars in the company. I'm loving Darby Allen. Is Darby Allen a superstar?
100%.
I definitely think so as well.
He's gonna
This
be a
guy has
Jackass 4. He's friends with Tony Hawk. Like he comes out with Sting. Like yeah, his CM Punk's first match, he picked this kid. Like if all that doesn't point to like literally one of the and his finisher to this day, one of the craziest finishers, the way he just dives onto his back. It's gonna take years off his career in the end, but I love watching him. He's a superstar for sure. I can't miss a Darby Allin match.
for sure. All right, let's see here. Darius Martin now. Not someone who I know much about. What would you say about him?
I would he's Dante Martin's brother. He's the one that's hurt. I would put him mid card star because when they first debuted, they were really good, man. I think they when he comes back, especially with how much like publicity his brothers get, and if he can come back with a fire return, they'll be one of the top tag teams in the company. So I feel comfortable putting him at mid card.
And then one of the best tag teams in the company, Dax. I think we kind of already said it a
Yep.
little bit that he's kind of on the same tier as Cash Wheeler. He definitely can be a top card star,
Mm-hmm.
and they work really well together.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they both individually earned that top card spot. Like as a team, FTR, if this was like a tag team list, that's like superstar. Like they're one of the best tag teams in the industry. But like individually, they're both top stars. Bunch of top guys.
Dustin Rhodes now. Man, because for me, Dustin is a very reliable worker. If you just tell Dustin to be thrown into a match, he can do it. Like he just
Oh yeah.
faced Malachi Black. Like we all knew he wasn't going to beat Malachi Black, but he still put on a good
He
match with
took
Malachi.
Malachi to the limit, dude. I was kind of surprised. There was a couple moments in the match. I was there live. I actually started buying in like, are they about to swerve us? Or like I didn't know what was going on. He took a lot of offense. So I don't dude, here's my thing. He's hitting Canadian destroyers. He's
If,
like
yeah,
he's in his 50s and
50s.
he's hitting Canadian destroyers like it's nothing. I don't know what to say about him, man. I have nothing but respect for Dustin Rhodes. I would say mid card for me. He's still someone that if he's having a match, I want to see it.
Hmm.
Not someone that I'm just gonna be like, meh. I still like to watch his matches.
And he's just reinvented himself in AEW too. Because I
Oh
remember watching him as Goldust, and I mean he was good and all, but he wasn't someone who you'd really want to see as much. But now
yeah. He
he's
was a
came to
comedy guy.
AEW with Cody and
Yeah.
just
And he's
them
done
working
a
together is
lot with
great.
like a lot of like younger heels that like are going against him. He's the perfect guy because he can make him look good. And then when he takes a loss, it's like, dude, it's Dustin. He can take a loss. You're
Yeah.
not gonna gripe about him losing because he still looks good. Now, the second he starts having bad matches and losing, then people are gonna be like, oh, okay, get Dustin out of here. But dude, he's hitting Canadian destroyers. Like once again, he's in his 50s. It's a move that was banned from WWE for like 15 years because how dangerous it is. Like, and this man's in his 50s doing it for the first time on like everyone. Doesn't matter who he goes up against. Canadian destroyer. I'm like, it's just crazy.
This one's a really tough one for me because I really think Eddie Kingston has a lot of promise in this company. I'm stuck between superstar and top card star for Eddie Kingston right now. Um, I love Eddie Kingston. I think he's one of the best, but I'm not really sure if he's on that superstar level with the people who we've put there so far.
I 100% agree with everything you just said. I think he has all the tools to be a superstar, and that he definitely could be. But right now, he's a top card. he's definitely someone. If he's having a match, once again, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait to see it. But he's not that. I'm not dying for the Eddie Kingston match. Like him
Hmm.
and Miro, dude. Him and Miro. That was such a good match. No, no. Put him top card.
Oh yeah, I'm. Where did he go?
He's right. Yeah, right there, right next to
Oh,
below Cody. Yep, there
there
you
we
go.
go. Okay.
All right.
All right. So next year we have
Emi Sakura.
Sakura. Okay.
She is someone. Okay, so her gimmicks is you probably don't know her too much. She's pretty much Freddie Mercury.
Oh really?
She heard Queen when she came to America. I think it was when she came to America a few years ago. She loved it. Seen Bohemian Rhapsody probably and was like, "Oh my god, this guy's the greatest showman of all time." So she'll literally come down to the ring with a mustache on, like
Oh
a
wow.
like a little taped on mustache, and she'll like walk down with like the jacket and everything, and like she'd bring a mic and she'd like swing it back and forth like Freddie would, and like so her like entrance was pretty cool. I think they changed it now. I think she's a little bit different. I think now she wears like the crown and has a girl come out with her, and but I think for her wrestling abilities, I'd put her a reliable worker. She's actually one of the better like reliable workers I have in the women's division. She can hold her own. She's never gonna have a bad match. Her character, she can't speak the best English, so it's kind of like that's where it stops. She could if she had a translator like that like was with her in a tag team or she learned how to speak a little better, she'd definitely be mid card. But just her not being able to cut a promo kind of like hurts her.
Hmm. Ethan Page. Now I know, isn't he paired with Scorpio Sky at the moment? Yep.
Yup.
Um.
Man of the year. That's what they call themselves. And I'll tell you what, he's with American top team right now, which is the top MMA training camp there is. Dustin Poirier, the guy beat McGregor twice. Um, what was it? Orlovsky, Junior Dos Santos, Mazdaval, and then Amanda Nunez, only the best female fighter of all time. Yeah, what's up, Ronda Rousey? But no, she's literally like that team. The fact that he's even in a program with them, top star. Seriously, like he's literally a top star because that's impressive. And he's a great wrestler, man. He is. He's got fire behind his promos. Look at him. He's got that little dimple he loves pointing to. Like, you want to hate him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got when he smiles, especially when he beats someone you like, and he smiles and points that damn dimple, oh, you want to punch him. And that right there, top star. I really do. I think he's a really good asset that they signed this year.
Yeah, Ethan Page. Yeah, one of the big signings. I think he came around the time Christian Cage got signed.
Yeah, he was one of the people I think that came in the battle royal
Oh yeah, he did.
at the Double or Nothing.
Yeah, yep.
Yep.
So next, another Dark Order member. Dark Order's been having some problems lately. Evo Uno.
Evil Uno, I would put him in mid card with the
Mid
rest of the
card.
guys
Yep.
right now. I love Evil Uno. He's one of my favorite. I want to know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts that we've never seen his face, but I like Evil Uno. Mid card fits him perfect.
Now we have a veteran, Frankie Kazarian, the Elite Hunter, Frankie Kazarian. I always remembered him in a tag team with Christopher Daniels,
Oh yeah,
SCU. Um, where are we putting Frankie right now, man? Frankie's been actually getting some time on the cards. They've been putting him in some matches I've seen.
Frankie has been looking really good. I'm not gonna lie, but this is the thing. When I look at top cards, like because it's between mid and top for me. I don't think he's superstar. I think that's pretty
Mhm.
safe to say.
Yeah.
But when I'm looking at Andrade, Cage, Pillman, FTR, Cody, Kingston, I don't know if I have that same feeling for Kazarian as I do for them guys. Like, yeah, am I excited to see his match? Yes. But I don't know if I'm as excited as the guys that we have in that list. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely feel like mid card is fine with him because that's about what he's been doing right now. He's
Yeah.
usually in the middle of the card. Um, he has been put in some big spots, of course. With his name, the Elite Hunter, he is in
Oh
a
yeah.
rivalry with the Elite, which
It's not a
are
bad nickname to have in this company. Not a
yeah,
bad name to have at all. Oh man, this guy.
Fuego de Sol,
Dude,
man.
have you seen his record?
It's like 1 in 40 something.
1 in 54, I believe, is the
Oh
last time I
god.
checked it.
I
Dude,
mean, I don't think you can get much more of a jobber than that.
but at the same time, put him in reliable worker, man, because
Because
he's lost 54 matches and people still want to see him.
it's it's kind of like Kurt Hawkins in the WWE when he
Yeah.
was losing all those matches, and they kind of made it a gimmick. Like every week he'd come on and be like, "Who am I gonna fight now?" and lose to again. Like it was just he's just kind of like a funny guy
But the
that
thing is about Fuego is Fuego, like, he's actually a really good wrestler. That's the thing that kills me is like Hawkins, he would just get beat like instantly, like 5 seconds he's beat. Fuego, like, he goes the distance with people and then loses in like the last minute. And it's like, that's why every time he loses, you're like, damn, I really thought this was the time he was gonna win. He makes you buy into every fucking match, every match he's in. Is he gonna win? And then he doesn't. He ends up losing again. And you're okay with watching it, you're okay with going back and watching them. So I would put him reliable worker.
we kind of already talked a little bit about Griff Garrison when we were talking about Pillman. I think he's mid card star. He's definitely great. I think Pillman's just a little bit got that momentum going right now over him, but Griff Garrison is still a great worker, and I definitely think that he could be someone who is a mid card star for the company.
I think if he wasn't in a tag team with Pillman, he'd probably be even lower in the list. I think Pillman's really made him look and feel like a big deal. So I think him in mid cards, it fits him.
Next, we have Sheeta. Wasn't she the women's champion for like the longest time?
She has the longest title reign so far of AEW Women's Champion. I think just for that, I'd put her top card. I don't think she's superstar anymore. As much as I hate to say, I don't think she is. There's a couple more girls that I plan on putting up there, but right now she's top card.
Isaiah Cassidy.
Ooh, so he's in Private Party.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I like Isaiah Cassidy more than Mark Quinn, because Isaiah Cassidy, he does some of the crazier stuff. They'll probably both end up being mid card
Mid
for me.
card.
Yeah,
That's what I
like
was thinking.
they're a good tag team. They're nothing that you're gonna hate. They're not like they're good at being heels, but I feel like they're better at baby faces. That's me.
Jack Evans.
Jobber.
He's
Get him out of
another
here.
one who has like a horrible record.
Oh, he is the one that I've seen fall off the top rope about 15 times this year. There's a whole compilation video of literally him just slipping off the top rope and his opponent's just like looking down at the ground like, dude, come on. Yeah, he's jobber 100%. He's probably there's probably one guy that I'll put at the end that's like I just don't want to see. He's one of the worst in the company.
Another female wrestler here, Jade. What are we thinking?
So I really like Jade Cargill. I think she's got a lot of potential. I'd put her top card. I think
Definitely. She was definitely impressive in the battle royal at the pay per
oh
view.
yeah. And thing is she's only been wrestling for this year. She's not a wrestler. She's like picking it up as she goes, and she's made drastic improvements every match. I think give her another year, she might enter that top category. She might be, because she's definitely, dude. She's got the size. That girl, she break me in half, dude. She's strong. So I think give her a little bit more time, work with a couple more people backstage, getting better at certain things. She'll be one of the top stars.
Definitely. This one where here we have the muscle for the inner circle, Jake Hager. Oh, I love me some Jake Hager, man.
Big hurt.
Man, so do we ever see Jake Hager on his own though? That's the thing.
Well, so he's done matches against Wardlow. That's
That's
about
usually who he goes up
that's
against.
about like the only like singles match I can possibly remember him doing. He did a couple other ones at the beginning, but I think mid card for him is perfect. And I
Mhm.
don't think he wants to be any higher than the mid card. I think he's very happy being there. I think he knows his position in the company, and I think he does it perfectly. He's not trying to aim for the ceiling. He's the top. He's like, I got my side gig of being in Bellator. I want to spend time with my wife and kids. Like I just want to come in, do some goofy stuff here or there, be serious at other times, throw some MMA stuff in my matches, and I'm good. Which I think is perfect for him. Doesn't expose him, it keeps him looking good. He's funny. He's one of my favorite members of the inner circle, to be honest, and I can't believe I'm saying that. But he is. He makes me laugh every time they have a segment. When he says something, it makes me laugh. I wait for his line.
Jay Hager is really great. I loved his debut when he came in. That segment was awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now we have Jamie. I'm pretty sure she's with Britt Baker, isn't she?
Yeah, Jamie Hayter. She is. I'd put her mid card right now because she's just coming back to the company. If we redo this list like a year from now, I highly anticipate she'll be higher on this list. I'll just say that. Which we should do that next year. We should like try to come back to this exact date and do this again with like their new roster, redo it.
It's gonna probably be like even crazier.
Yeah, and compare it because I guarantee that superstar of row is going to be like 3 times as big. Because I just got the report today, Johnny Gargano's contract is expiring soon, and I mean
Yep.
Kevin Owens in January,
I
Bray
heard about
Wyatt's on the market. Like, there's just so many more people we could be adding to that top superstar category in just a matter of a few weeks now.
Jeff Parker now.
Okay, he's part of 2.0.
2.0, yeah.
He's I'll put him reliable worker right now because I haven't seen enough of them. They've only had like one tag team match, so it's like I can't really say much about them.
So Joey Janela here. He was someone he actually fought Moxley for the belt a while back, but what do we think about Janela now?
Okay, so you know how much I love this company, right? I love this company. I give every single person a fair chance. I fucking hate Joey Janela, dude. I don't know why. I literally started off loving this guy, and there's just something about him. His facial expressions when he's in the ring, just something about him. I've soured on him so hard. I put him in jobber for me.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm not even. I can't even put him as a reliable worker because he's not on TV. He's just kind of been getting in a bunch of trouble for this like anti-masking stuff. He like went on a whole rant at a school and everything, and just put him in jobber. I don't want to see him. I just if they release him, I'll be happy. I'll just say that. Like I don't think he adds anything positive to this company. He doesn't fit what this company is about. So, and I get it. He's the bad boy, but I don't
pushing it too far. Yeah.
Yeah. He just, it's not like it's funny. He's not like he's doing anything cool. He's literally just being a kind of an a-hole, So I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
John Silver. I love this dude from the Dark Order, man.
Okay, so
I mean, for a wrestler though, I think mid card would be fine with me. I mean, this guy is really great though. What are you thinking for Silver?
Okay, so here's the one thing I have to say about this one. When I look at all the rest of the people we put in the Dark Order, we got Alan Angel, what's his name? Alan Angels,
Evil
Uno, Colt Cabana, and we'll put a couple more there. I think John Silver's top card, dude. I'm not kidding you. Hearing his cheers live, dude, it's dramatically different than everyone else in Dark Order. When he tags in, that crowd popped. When he does his little moves where he like, and they're chanting for him, and he's like a little bowling ball, dude. He's just this little stocky thing. Right now, dude, it's something about John Silver that like when people hear he's having a match, they're in. And it's just because of how funny he was. And honestly, it goes to Brody. That was the guy that Brody messed with and used to throw the papers at all the time. So like when like Brody passed away, like his son grabbed a stack of papers and went and threw them at him. And like it's just like John Silver is just like he was the one that Brody really put over the most. I really do think I personally I get mid card because he's with the rest of them, but like individually, seriously, he has the makings of top card. He's that good. His wrestling's incredible and he's funny.
I definitely feel like he's the most like outside of like people who've been leaders of the Dark Order. I feel like he's like the most recognized person.
Oh,
Definitely
for sure.
for me.
Everyone wants to see him out of the Dark Order. If it's a Dark Order match, you're like, well, if it's not John Silver's part of one of the guys, I'm not really into it. Second you hear he's in there, you're like, yep. Oh man,
John Moxley. We go. I think superstar, man. I think
hundred
Moxley's
percent,
amazing.
100%, dude. He is one of the top guys in the industry. Once again, not even the company industry. I watched him fight Minoru Suzuki, man. That's all I'm
He was
saying. Like I
great.
watched it with my own eyes, and like seeing that dude, yeah, he's a superstar, 100%.
Another person who's been roy hot lately, Jungle Boy. Very, very high praise from so many people I've heard. Man, I feel like this guy has the makings of a superstar, but are we going top card star?
I personally put him superstar. I would,
I I think
dude.
he definitely has the potential.
I
And
think he does, honestly, because you look at his matches he's put on. He almost beat Jericho. He's the first one to almost be like to really put Jericho to his test when he first started the company. He almost beat Kenny by like just a little tiny bit. He's beat MJF. He has victories and like very close near falls against top guys. He's like 24, dude. He's like super young. Like this guy, yeah, he's a superstar. He's I don't I have to I can't wait to see his matches. Every time he's in a match, I know he's about to put on something cool.
Jungle Boy is great. I love Jurassic Express. They are such a
Oh
great tag team. All right, I think this one's a pretty no brainer here. The
yeah.
cleaner, the AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega, one of the greatest wrestlers ever. Just always puts on great matches in the main events, never disappoints. I mean, even like Christian, who's someone who's out of his prime, Kenny and Christian just
Had an amazing match.
had a great match. And
Kenny's had a match with a blow up doll. That's all I'm gonna say. And it was a good match. It wasn't one sided. The blow up doll did a Canadian destroyer on Kenny Omega. If you can tell me how you could have an inanimate object do a Canadian destroyer on a human being, go ahead and let me know. I still to this day, that one clip of him doing that still blows my mind. I'm like, I don't know how he could flip his body with no help and do that move. It was insane. Yeah, he's literally one of the best people to ever lace up boots. You can put him up against Eddie, any of them,
anyone all time.
literally all time, with any of them at an all time level.
When we go from Kenny Omega to Kip Sabian.
That's a dramatic change.
Yes.
So for Kip, he's hurt right now, but I would still put him mid card. I love him and his fiance like together. I think they're one of the best like male female like duos like where they like help each other in every one of their matches. I love them two together.
Chris Statlander now, someone who just competed for the women's championship at All Out. I thought she did pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
What are you thinking for this one? I'm thinking top card star. I think she definitely has the makings of a top card star in the female division.
I agree. That's where I would put her. I think she's got all the potential in the world to surpass it. Give her a little time. She could definitely be a superstar. But right now, top card is perfect for her. Oh man, my boy.
Lance Archer, someone who won the IW IWGP US Championship from Moxley.
Yep. And then lost it 3 weeks later.
Yeah. Man, I haven't seen him on TV a lot recently.
Yeah, he hasn't been on recently. Okay, so here's my thing about Lance. When he's booked properly, top card. I really believe that.
mm,
When he's just in a normal match against some random Joe Schmo, mid card. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it depends on where he is. If he's getting booked properly, he definitely has the makings to be a top guy. I love him. You know, like he's one of my favorite guys, like big guys in the roster. But if he doesn't have the right feud behind it, he's a mid card guy.
mhm.
You know, because he doesn't have what it takes to like. You can't put him up against like Colton Gunn and expect that to be a good match. He doesn't have that ability to like pull a match for with a bad opponent. You have to put him in a feud with someone at his level or better, and then he can get better, you know, but like he can't save matches, you know what I'm saying? So like I'd probably say mid card, and it kind of hurts to say that.
Yeah, yeah. I was definitely thinking he was on the brink of top card star to mid card star because, like you said, when he's in good feuds, man,
Oh yeah,
he can
he's
be
money.
great. But um, he'll probably be again one of the best people in mid card.
Oh,
for
dude,
sure.
he is definitely one of the best people. I'm looking at the list right now. He's
Mhm.
definitely one of the top guys, if not the top person of the mid card. Because he justifiably could be a top card star, and it's just something on just me personally saying, like, as of right now, because he hasn't had a hot feud really since the Moxley belt, like since he won the belt off Moxley, like right now I look at him as like the mid card level of excitement. Like
Mhm.
I want to see his match. Don't get me wrong, but it's just not something that I'm asking for at the current moment. Until they give me a feud with him, I'm not asking for a match. I don't want to just see a one off against someone random. That's not what I'm looking for.
Lee Johnson up
Oh,
next.
okay.
Um,
I'd say reliable worker. I
mm-hmm.
think he's one of them people who's very young. He doesn't really get much TV time. He's part of the Nightmare family. Like, he comes out with Dustin and all them. So like I think he's definitely, got a ton of potential. They haven't gave him like that moment to fully shine for me. But he's definitely reliable. Oh god.
Nah, someone who I don't really even know much about. Bates, Leva Bates.
Leva Bates.
Mm,
So in NXT, she was Blue Pants. I don't know if you ever got to see her in NXT. She used to wear blue
Nah.
pants, and her name was literally Blue Pants. Um, I feel like that was a better gimmick than what she got here because she's been the librarian since the beginning of AEW, and man, it is. I have watched 2 years. She might have been on Dynamite 3 times, maybe. Yeah, put her in Jobber, man.
Jobber.
Like 100%. And the thing is, I love her. I actually like watch her Twitch streams a lot. I talk to her a lot. She's actually a great girl. Love her. But right now, her character wise, yeah, Jobber. Oh snap, dude, Layla Hirsch.
Oh,
This girl's
Layla.
like a short, stocky tree stump, man. She's so mean.
I remember seeing her in a match and like I'm pretty sure she was just like suplexing people. Like
Yeah,
it was insane. It's
dude,
like a
she's
mini Brock
super
Lesnar.
strong. Yeah, she's like 5'4" and she can like suplex Awesome Kong like it's nothing. I'm like, what? I actually really like Layla Hirsch. Like she is someone that she once again doesn't cut promos because I think she's from like Spain or France or somewhere. I don't know exactly where she's from. I know she's not. She doesn't speak fluent English, and she is incredible though in the ring. I'd put her mid card star right now, and she has a potential seriously next year to be that top card
I was just gonna say, man, I think she could even be pushing top card
for
star.
sure. Because like her wrestling ability is there, but like the rest of her, she doesn't really have a character. She's just, hi, my name's Layla Hirsch. I'm short and I can kick your ass. Like that's pretty much her character. She's just mean, short, and just brutal. Like now, I want to see her get a little bit more of a feud and like see what drives her. Then top card definitely would she'll get moved up.
Luchasaurus, the other half of Jurassic Express. I think this guy is awesome.
Oh, I do too.
He's you think we could put him in the top card star? I think he's
Yes.
really great.
I think top card is where he belongs. He's definitely someone that like that you're looking forward to seeing his matches, but at the same time, when it's either him or Jungle Boy, I want to see Jungle Boy in the match. Like his hot tags are great. When he has a crazy hot tag, Luchasaurus, he just
Oh,
goes crazy. I love it. But like, yeah, he's definitely the top star top card for sure.
another one, one of the worst records in AEW right now.
Just this is the one guy I want you to put him like, yeah, if anything, I might even have him make another tier and it's just please release because the only reason there's one reason he is under contract with AEW. He's friends with Chris Jericho. That's it. Yeah, he's friends with Jericho. They hung out when they were younger. They did wrestling matches against each other for years when you can and everything. He went to Japan. The guy sucks. His character sucks. I don't care about him and his weird pointing. I can't stand him. Get him out of
Dude,
here.
honestly, I agree. I think he might be the worst person on this entire list that we're gonna go through.
Oh, dude, I'm not even kidding you. I know for a fact he is. There's no one worse than that man on this roster. Not one. Not even close. It's
And we
horrible.
go from him to Malachi Black, one of the top names in the company. I'm between superstar and top card star. I'm giving it to you here to what you think.
So I'm putting him just the same as Andrade. Like I want to put him in top card. He has all the tools to be in that superstar. Let's wait for him to, because they're both in like their first feuds. I want to see how they handle their first feud and how they go on to the next one. Does it elevate the next feud? Is it just gonna feel like another feud after that? I want to see how they are. Like they just came in. I'm saying top
True.
card for both of them guys.
Now we have Marco, another one from the Jurassic Express. I love when Luchasaurus just takes him and just throws him.
Oh
It's
yeah.
awesome. Um, I mean, is he ever going to be one of the top guys? I'm not sure.
No, I
That's
don't
what
think top guy for him. I'd say
reliable worker.
it's either reliable worker or mid card. I feel like his popularity and how funny he is and how really he is a good wrestler. I'd say mid card, but
Mhm.
like unbelievability of winning a match solo, you could damn well put him in jobber because he ain't gonna win no matches. But like just for his comedic value and how good he is as a wrestler, he deserves mid card. Oh,
All
this
right,
guy
Mark Queen. I think that says not so who I right now. Is he with Matt
Quinn.
Hardy?
Yeah, he's part of
That's
the
who I
Matt
thought.
Hardy. Yep, he's the other guy in Private Party. So let's see.
Um,
We have the other guy in Private Party and mid card. Put him a reliable worker. He is someone that he needs to get better. I'll say that he's reliable, but he needs to get better. He has a lot of slip ups and just little things that he needs to just get a little cleaner on. He's not exactly up to mid card yet.
Big Money Matt Hardy.
Probably mid card. I
Mhm.
hate this. Yeah, I'd say mid card
Back
just
when
because
he was
his
building
name.
Matt Hardy, he was up way higher, but as he
Oh yeah,
currently is, he's probably like just in the middle of the card.
I'll be honest. I'm not huge on this money mat. It's not doing anything for me. I don't connect with it. It just feels really forced. It doesn't feel like Matt Hardy. Like I've never thought Matt Hardy was about money, and it's just
Yeah.
never been my thing. He's either Team Extreme or he's self-absorbed or he's completely crazy. Never thought like, oh, like Matt Hardy, he's like a money guy. Yeah, I don't know. Ain't working for me.
One half of the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson here. I mean, one of the greatest tag teams ever. We put him in Superstar.
Always super kicking them all the way up to superstar. We
Mhm.
having a super kick party up there.
Like just just that cage match at All Out puts him in Superstar. Like that was
I want you to just go down, grab Nick Jackson that's down there flexing, and pull him up there right next to Kenny on the left side of Kenny, so I can just there we go, perfect. That right there is exactly how the superstar bracket should look. That is exactly how I want to see it.
Next here we have Matt Lee from I believe 2.0.
Okay, so put him mid card. I like this guy. I don't know why. His crazy eyes, the way he acts, it just makes me laugh. He's better than his tag team partner. What's his name?
Jeff
Jeff
Parker.
Parker. Yeah, he's definitely better than Jeff Parker. He's funny. His eyes literally looks like he's like cracked out of his mind. He's like I just it makes me laugh every time he's on my screen. I put him mid card.
Yeah, for sure. Matt Lee definitely over Jeff Parker for sure. Matt Seidel, formerly known in the WWE as Evan Bourne. Um, Mid card, we thinking?
Yeah, I would say mid card for him. His brother, not so much.
Yeah, I don't even think he's on this list because I don't
Which
even
is
think he's on the roster anymore.
I think that's good because his brother was not good. His
Yeah.
brother was riding his coattails, and it was not good for his career. Oh, my boy,
Who is this?
Max Caster,
Max Caster. Okay.
Mr. Controversy. Yeah, he
Top card, mid card.
I put his tag team partner in mid card. Did I not? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, honestly, put him top card. He's the reason that tag team's so hot because his raps are so funny. He's actually a good wrestler, and I actually did not know this. He's actually one of the first openly gay wrestlers on AEW. Like in the back, like they don't like make his character like that, but yeah, he's. I did not know that.
Yeah, kind of like Darren Young from years
Yeah,
ago.
it was like it was never like part of his character, but he was like very open about it. I just found that out like a couple weeks ago actually about him. Oh man, the legend.
Yes, sir.
Yakazawa!
Yeah, I was even gonna like try and pronounce
My
it.
man, put him in. God, I don't know if I want to put him in job or reliable worker.
I think we
I,
give him the benefit of the doubt.
yeah, let's give him reliable worker because he does make me laugh as Kenny's little stooge. That is like Kenny Omega is like one of his best friends, like in real
Mhm.
life. That's the reason why he has a job here. Oh man, the boy,
Miro, man,
the
Miro.
man, the redeemer, God's favorite champion. Oh, dude, he's a superstar. I really do believe that. I think
This
he is
is
a
how
superstar.
the WWE should have used him.
Oh, exactly.
Like,
He
like
just
once
let him
he
be big and
fought
mean.
in the WWE, like his character went downhill. But now
Uh-huh.
like, he's built strong again. He's got the TNT title. He just had a great match with Eddie Kingston at the pay per view. Like, and of course, Lana has been going
Oh, she's
crazy on
coming.
Twitter.
She's
She's
coming.
like
Dude,
all over him right now. It's like kind of crazy, and she could
I
possibly be coming to AEW too.
I 100%. I think he deserves superstar with the way he's been booked lately and the way he's made his character. I don't think anybody in wrestling is as dedicated to their character right now as Miro. Like Miro, 100% is believing this redeemer character, and I love it. Oh man, my boy.
MJF,
There's no one in this world I love to hate more
he,
than MJF, dude. Put
he's
him in
like this guy's like
superstar.
the perfect heel because like you just can't not hate the dude.
Oh,
Like,
dude, you literally hate him. He's a superstar. Yeah, he for sure. He's probably the best heel in wrestling
man,
right now.
I gotta ask you, how was that promo in Cincinnati, man?
Oh,
He was
dude.
going.
Oh man. So here's the funny part. I'm not from Cincinnati, so I was there, and he's making fun of the hometown. I was with MJF. I started cheering all his insults. And when he's like, Cincinnati sucks, I was like, yeah, it does, boo. Like, I was the biggest heel fan there, dude. Let me tell you, I wish I could have had a 360 cam. People were turning their heads and grimacing at me. I had some angry people. Cincinnati's just not a fun city. I'm sorry. MJF was being very truthful in that promo. He's just did the way he just takes everyone like anything the crowd chants at him, he can knock it out of the park. There's nothing you can chant at him to choke him up and like get him like lost in a promo. He'll literally take anything you throw at him and just knock it out of the park, which is I
Mhm.
think his best thing he's good at.
Nick Conforto.
Oh,
Um,
Camarado?
oh, Camarada.
Yeah, Nick Camarado. So
All
this
right.
guy, he's part of the factory with QT Marshall, Aaron Solo, and I can't remember the other guy's name. He's down there somewhere. We'll find him. He's a bigger guy. Nick Camarado, I think, is the best one out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I would put him mid card. I think he's a very solid mid card wrestler. I hope he separates from these guys because I think they're holding him back. Honestly, I think if you booked properly, he could be up there in that top card because dude, he is just his look is what gets you. Like his entire body is covered in hair. Like
Yeah,
that man's got hair on his like pinky toe. Like he is just hairy. He's a good
that's
wrestler.
very rare for wrestlers nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, they shave everywhere.
Yeah, look across the screen. You tell me if you see any other body hair on anybody else. Like, no, literally, he's like looking like he's wearing a mink coat. Like, yeah, he's got a look about him. I'll talk about got a look about him.
Now,
No,
right? Oh God.
Nyla Rose is actually someone I've actually grown to appreciate what she adds to the company. Put her as a top star.
Mhm.
She really is. I hate to say it, but she's everyone's first competitor when they win the championship. It's like, oh, you won the belt. Guess who you're going up against? Nyla Rose. It's just like, I get it, because she's definitely like the Awesome Kong or Nia Jax of the division, but I think she's better wrestling than both of them. The
Mhm.
two people I just named. I think she's gotten a lot better at like just everything. Vicky's done a lot to help her with promos and stuff, which I'll tell you, man, hearing Vicky's voice in person, yo, I'm gonna tell you, you think she's annoying on TV.
Oh,
Oh, oh, dude, I kid you not. I can mute my TV. I couldn't mute her in real life. It was the worst experience I ever had hearing her say excuse me like 15 times into a microphone that was turned up. You could tell they turned her microphone up way higher than anybody else's.
oh
That
God.
was the loudest thing the entire night was her saying, excuse me. Oh, Lord.
All right, this is someone who I'm very, very high on the company. Orange Cassidy. Man, I think this guy has the makings of a superstar in the company. What are you thinking about Orange Cassidy?
I think right now I'd put him top star. I really do because I'm looking at the superstars at the top, and it's like the main event picture. The more Orange Cassidy's been in the last couple feuds, he's feeling more like TNT title picture, like small,
Mhm.
like a little bit like under the top card. He's one of my favorites of the company, though. There's no doubt.
Back to the tag team.
Ooh.
We have Ortiz of Santana and Ortiz.
I'd put him and Santana both in top stars. I
Mhm.
think there's still, for me, they're my favorite, like one of my favorite tag teams in the company. Like in individually, they both bring the same thing. They're literally one of the best tag teams. Like, and I'm looking, the only two teams that we have both members of in there,
Mhm.
FTR,
Mhm.
Santana and Ortiz. Who's in a feud right now? FTR and Santana Ortiz. I'm like, there's a reason. Like, those guys are literally some of the top guys in the entire company. Oh, my boy. My next one is
Pac,
my
man.
boy. Where do you think Pac deserves to
I
be?
think Pac is top card star. What do you think?
I agree. I agree. I think him and Andrade both proved they are on the same level of each other. Like that match in person, dude, on Rampage,
Mhm.
that was probably the best match I seen live that night. Like them two literally stole the show. Like the flips they did and everything was so perfect.
This one for me, I think you got to put Paul White in a reliable worker.
I
Uh,
agree.
I feel like he's the big veteran. He'll go out there. He'll be reliable. You can trust him in spots.
Yep.
But he's not going to be someone who's going to be challenging for the TNT
Yeah.
title or the world title. Like
It's
not
just
this.
like Billy Gunn. He's
This
got the same like legend status as Billy. Same thing. He can make someone look good if he needs to be a baby face, if he needs to be a heel.
Mhm,
Other than that, I'm not looking forward to a match with him.
mhm.
I think we got burned by that QT Marshall Big Show 3 minute
Yeah,
massacre at All Out. So let's see.
Penelope Ford.
Ooh.
Um, what are we thinking for Penelope Ford?
Um, so me personally, I would put her as a top star. I think she's one of the best women they have on the roster right now. Like with Statlander, Nyla Rose, and Sheeta, she fits up there. She's like definitely one of them top people.
Just gotta not pair her with the bunny.
Exactly. Just keep her far away from the bunny, and we're good. Everything will be fine. You just keep everyone away from the bunny. To be honest, just even
Man,
her own husband, just separate her.
I don't even know if it's just recency bias, but bro, are we putting Penta in Superstar
Oh,
or
dude, I'm putting Spencer Superstar the S tier, like S plus.
dude,
Like,
like
dude, I
in
don't know if there's anyone that entertains me more in the ring than Penta
where is
and Phoenix.
man, we gotta find Ray
Right,
Phoenix.
right to the left. Yep, right
Like
there. Yeah, he's going Superstar too.
these two are just
Literally the king of the ropes. Like I've never seen anyone more fluently balanced on ropes. Like he's walking on flat ground than Ray Phoenix. It's insane. He walks across from turnbuckle to turnbuckle on the top rope, kicks someone in the face while running like he's on the ground, but he's literally on this little tiny rope. It's about this big. Man defies gravity. And he's with the guy that quote unquote is the man that gravity forgot.
mhm,
I just find that funny. They're all in a tag team together. Peter Avalon.
Peter Avalon.
Jobber. I couldn't be any more just quick about that. He's the other librarian and he's part of this weird little group that just no jobber. Who is the next one?
First,
Oh, Powerhouse Hobbs. Okay.
yeah, Powerhouse Hobbs, yeah.
I want to know where you think Powerhouse rates in this.
Man, I think Powerhouse Hobbs definitely has potential. I think him and CM Punk would put on a great match. I'm leaning towards mid to top card. Somewhere, either one of those two tiers would be fine.
That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking right now mid because he's very new to the business, new to the company. He was never supposed to be signed. A little story about him. Never supposed to be signed.
Oh,
He
really?
did a little. He did a couple AW Dark segments. Jericho seen it and was like, "Wow, I like this kid." So they gave him a shot at one of the battle royals on I think Dynamite or something at a battle royal, and he really shined in there, and everyone liked him. And then they had him come out to save Cody, and then he turned on him and like joined Team Taz. And ever since then, dude, honestly, I really like the guy. I think he is this CM Punk feud could seriously make his career because he's been lacking the big feud, like the one to really show everyone, like, hey, this is Powerhouse Hobbs. This is what he's got to offer. So I think right now mid card, but he definitely, I think years time he should be moving up.
Another Dark Order member, Vance.
Yep, number 10
or Press 10, Vince. Press
Yep,
10. Yeah.
Yep. He's number 10. That's the one that Brody handpicked
Mm-hmm.
for the Dark Order. Was Preston Vance. That's number 1 is actual Brody Lee's son, the name Brody. He's like best friends with this guy. This guy's a great human being. I'd say, yeah, put him mid card for right now. He definitely has all the makings to be a top card, for sure. QT
Marshall.
God, I don't get it. I'd put him reliable worker because he's not bad. He does not do anything for me. He looks like someone that works at a bowling alley. It just drives me nuts. He doesn't look like a wrestler at all.
Rebel.
Probably reliable worker, to be honest. She does, like, when she's in a match, she's really only there to be a lackey for Britt Baker. Oh God.
Red Velvet.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take this one, I think, because I can't be impartial. I can't stand this girl.
Yeah, I knew that you were
over pushed way too much. I don't think she's a good wrestler.
For me, I don't know. I was thinking between reliable and mid card because I feel like she can be put into some matches, but
yeah, I mean, she's not horrible. There's just something about her that I just don't dig it. I'm just, every time I watch her match, I'm like, oh, what is it? There's something holding back from liking her.
Ricky Starks.
Man, I don't know. I like Ricky Starks personally.
Top card star.
Do you think top card or do you think mid card?
See, I like Brian Cage more than Starks, but I feel like Starks could be put on the same level.
I honestly think mid card for Starks right now. I think Starks he's below Powerhouse Hobbs and he's below Cage, in my opinion.
I can definitely put him in mid card. Yeah, because I would take Cage.
Oh, I'd take Cage over Hobbs, and I'd take Hobbs over Starks for me.
Riho, right?
Yeah, Rio. Oh man, she's one of my favorites.
I think she's great. I think she's one of the best in the women's division right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking top card star.
I agree. The only thing that would keep me from like putting her any higher is that she's just not there enough, man.
Mm-hmm.
I understand she travels back and forth from Japan to America, but she's just not there enough. That's why they took the belt off her. She's one of the best wrestlers in the company, without a doubt. It's just she's not in America enough to be on TV. But yeah, when she's there, top card for sure. Oh man,
Sammy,
one of my all-time favorites of this company. I would definitely say top card for sure. I don't think he's superstar as of right now, but he's definitely top card. I love that guy.
And congrats to him proposing too.
Yep, she said yes. That was I popped for when he had that sign at Dynamite.
Scorpio Sky on level of Ethan Page.
Yeah, I would put him up there with Ethan Page in the top, just because he won that brass ring match. So they show that they believe in him. They know that there's something there. I like the pairing of him with Ethan Page. I like him as a heel. Dude, his wrestling is like, I mean, he was literally mentored by Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. You cannot ask for two better mentors to teach you everything about tag team wrestling than those two. Like, those guys know the ins and outs. I think he's a top card. I really like Scorpio Sky.
Serena Deeb. I remember you told me, I didn't even know at the time that, this was, you remember back in the WWE back in the days, she was a part of the Straight Edge Society, the woman who was with the group.
I really hope. I just thought about this. I don't know why I thought. I hope that we get a passing of the ships at night of Punk, Luke Gallows, and her, where they all just meet up and look at each other, and it's like, huh, and then just like keep walking, don't say a word. Like, if we don't get that at least once, where they just all look at each other and just kind of have a moment where they like nod at each other or something, like it'll be a real missed opportunity. But Serena Deeb, I would personally would say she's top card. She's been very well protected. She's hurt right now. That's why she hasn't been wrestling. But man, when she's wrestling, she's great.
Mhm.
Let's see who we got now.
Sean Dean.
Okay, so this guy just got signed at the show I was at.
Yeah, because
He
I don't
was
know anything about this guy. Yeah.
so the only time I've ever seen his match was at the show that I was at. So I can only base it off that one thing and the crowd reaction and him getting signed, how the crowd reacted. I would say put him at a reliable worker. I would not put him at jobber right now. I think he's a reliable worker. I don't know anything about him. I don't watch Darker Elevation, so I don't really know much about that. But from what I've seen in person, he was a pretty entertaining wrestler. So I definitely give him the benefit of the doubt.
The chairman, Sean Spears.
My man.
I love Sean Spears. I'm going top card star. What do you think?
I agree. I think he definitely is someone of like the pinnacle. Him and Sammy did when they had their matches, like, dude, they match each other perfect. I love Sammy Guevara and Sean Spears' chemistry. They got great chemistry.
All right. I don't even know who this is, but
Sunny Kiss. And yeah, you know, you could just go ahead and drop it right there.
yeah.
You know?
I was gonna say if there's anyone in like, because when I was looking at the roster, I'm like, if there's anyone worse than him, it'd be. Is this
Well, see,
is this a female or a male?
no, this is a male that is like a male cheerleader and wears booty shorts, but he fights guys, so it's not like it's like too insulting where like is like Santino Morello when he was a chick. Like, no, this is a guy that just he is, you know, he's homosexual in real life and he wanted to bring that to his character too. He didn't want to just be like a Darren Young or like a Max Caster. He wanted to portray the way he is and he made a character off of it. Shocker, it hasn't connected with a lot of people. It's his wrestling is very unique. It's like a chick wrestling, but it's a dude because he shakes his ass in your face. He does like the Rikishi stink face,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
with like booty shorts and like, nah,
I
just
wouldn't want to be.
it's not for me. Not for me. Nothing against it, just not for me.
Or is this kind of the Paul White situation here with Sting?
No, so for Sting, I'd say top card, just because when you hear Sting's doing anything, you're in. You know what I'm saying? Like Paul White, you hear about it, you're like, oh, okay, so Big Show's doing something.
Yeah.
When you hear Sting's doing something, like with him and Tully, like
Oh, yeah.
I was like, okay, it's Sting. Like it's
I'm
Sting,
excited.
you know, like I got to be excited for that. So like I say he still has the top card, like his name, and dude, he can still go, he can still wrestle. So
Yeah,
like
and
I give him the top card. Yeah,
like
exactly. He's
he's
up there
like
with
he's
Taker.
not like someone in his 60s that like was like trying to think like a Ric Flair or someone who was really looking really bad in the ring. Like Sting actually still looks.
Oh, dude, Sting still got it. He can
Yeah.
still. That's what I'm saying. Him and Dustin both have shown age. You can still feel rejuvenated in old age in this company, like in this like company and in this like landscape of like different people. There's so many different styles in this company. Like when you look over everyone, every person has a different look and style to them. Look at this entire like roster. Like not many people look the same, and if they do, they're probably in a tag team. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so much different diversity that Sting, he can have matches with a bunch of different guys and look protected and look good still, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit, my boy Stu
Stu
Grayson.
Grayson from the Dark Order.
I
I
would
like
say
him.
put him up there with mid card with the rest of them. He's one of my favorite of the Dark Order. I will say
Mhm.
that.
All right. So next year we have Ty Conti. We had Anna Jay in mid card. So we put in her top card star.
I think we should put her top card. Yeah, because and I think Anna Jay is not far behind. I think she'll be up there in the top card very shortly. It's just with her injury, it's kind of like shit. We haven't seen much of her lately.
The Butcher and the Blade now.
I'd put both them two in mid card stars.
Mhm.
I think they're both very solid in the mid card.
Thunder Rosa. I'm thinking top card star. You think superstar or top card
I
star?
think superstar, dude.
I know you.
Honestly,
Yeah.
she is one of the best women wrestlers I've seen. Like she's pretty damn good. And look at her next to Lucha Bros. It just looks great. Yeah, man, if you put Darby on the other side of it, that could almost complete their face mask.
Yeah. Should we do it?
Yeah, they're literally, yeah, there you go. Now they can just morph together and become one crazy little small rapid fire person. And you know how fast and crazy that person would be?
So we have them, we have the Bucks in between Kenny, and then the Bunny in between the Guns.
Yeah, that gun sandwich is still just hurtful. So
Trent.
let's see. Where do we put Chucky T? We put Chucky T in mid card.
So,
Honestly, yeah, I think he's probably mid card too. He's someone for me that teeters on the edge of top star because I love Trent. Like I think Trent's definitely the best out of the best friends. Like he can cut a promo. It's not every day you get to see someone get dropped off by their mom in a soccer van at a pay per view. That instantly makes him pretty cool in my opinion.
Warlow, the muscle for the pinnacle.
Honestly, this might. I think he's a top star. I really do. I think he has a lot of potential past the pinnacle. Like when that's done,
Mhm.
I see him being a very big deal in this company. Honestly, I want to see him and Brian Cage go against each other, or
Dude,
like even as a tag team. Can you imagine him and Cage as a tag team? Oh
oh
man,
God, bro.
call them the meatheads, bro. They just come out and just be just complete jocks.
All right, and then the last person here before we get to some of the newer names,
Okay, so that is
Yuka.
Yuka Sakazawa or
Yeah.
Saka's. I don't. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I don't really know much of her. I've probably seen like 3 of her matches. So
Probably.
put her as a reliable worker. If they brought her back for more than one match, she's got to be somewhat reliable. That sounds about fair to me. Like I don't think anyone's gonna press us too much on that, not knowing much about her. I don't. She hasn't been on TV.
Adam Cole, baby.
Oh, dude,
And
superstar all the way. He's definitely one of the top people.
Brian Danielson, the American Drag superstar.
Superstar for sure. Dude, the fact that I can look at this list right now and see CM Punk, um, Dean Ambrose, Rusev, Adam Cole, and Daniel Bryan and Chris Jericho, all of them in this company. It's just insane to me, dude. I did not think we'd ever see this.
And then again, another superstar. I'm thinking like
Yeah, oh for sure.
like
Ruby,
behind
Ruby, Ruby, Ruby
Britt Baker. I think she's
Soho.
probably the next best female wrestler. Like the top 3, I think it's got to be Britt Baker, Ruby Soho, and Thunder Rosa.
Yep. And dude, honestly, I want to see a triple threat. That's what I want to see at the next pay-per-view. I want to see a triple threat between Britt, Thunder Rosa, and Ruby. Because that match, dude, that'll be the best women's match this company will put on.
All right. So for these ones, you're definitely gonna have to help me out with some of these.
Okay.
I don't even
So
know some of these people.
I believe this is just me shooting the dark. I believe these first 2 people are called Bear Company. They wear these like masks that look like there's like a bear trap around their face. They're actually pretty good. Put them in reliable workers because they haven't been on TV yet. Once they go on TV, I definitely think they'll go to mid card star, but we haven't seen them, since they've been signed. Same with Brock Anderson. I would say he's a reliable worker. Of course, his dad definitely got the name behind him, but as of right now, I would say he fits there.
All right. We know who this guy is.
That is, I can't think of his name. He's part of the group with Peter Avalon and the guy with the towel around his neck.
Oh,
Yeah, him. So all 4 of them guys or like they're in this like little group where they're all a bunch of nerds. So I would say put that guy in reliable worker and put the guy with the towel around his neck in reliable worker too. No, not him, not him. That's Daniel Garcia. Him.
Mm.
Yeah, put him in there. That's good. Um, Diamante. Put Diamante mid card. She's pretty good. I like her.
And then Daniel Garcia.
I put him mid card. I think he's got potential. Okay,
I
so
believe this
this
is
chick, this is Julie Hart.
Julie Hart, yeah.
Yeah, she's with the Varsity Blondes. Um, I would say put her reliable worker because I've only seen her wrestle one time. That girl right there with the blue hair, that's Kiera Hogan. I would say put her as reliable worker because since she's been on, she's just been squashed. She's a great wrestler, but they haven't booked her that way. I don't know who this is. I've seen her like twice, so I would say put her as a reliable worker. I don't want to label her as a jobber because I don't know her. Now, these two, on the other hand, put them both in jobber because that's literally Dolph Ziggler 2.0, his little brother in Serpentico or whatever. And yeah, no, they're both down there.
All right, so that's the end of the tier list, man. I'm really liking this. I
Yeah,
really like
so
what we did. So before we go, we want to make any changes before we
let
call
me
it.
see. So let me look through the superstar. We got Hangman, he deserves it. Britt definitely deserves it. Jericho, Punk, Moxley, they all there. Jungle Boy, I think personally deserves to be up there. Of course, I'm three. Miro, MGF. Yeah, I feel comfortable about the superstars for sure. And then the top card. I mean, dude, look at all the people that are in here. Like,
So
I,
let's see. We have about 30 people here that could be in like a main event scenario
oh,
situation.
for sure, 100%. And there's even a few people in the mid card that, if
Mhm.
booked right, can be put into that top category. You know, like
Christian,
Evil Uno, Frankie Kazarian, Christian, Stu
Lance Archer.
Grayson. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lance Archer, like Jake Hager, Nick Camarado, Powerhouse Hobbs, like Ricky Starks, like all those guys, if put in the right feud, can be a top card guy. Every single one of them we just named. The reliable workers, I'd say a good chunk of them have potential to move up in time. You know, they're either not used enough or they need to work on a few things, but they're still good. The jobbers, on the other hand,
Need to be released.
if all of those people got released, I would not weep one tear. I will just say that. I would feel like we'd probably free up a little bit of money. And I don't see any of them signing with WWE, so I don't see this coming back to bite them. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these people. Like Allie would probably be the only one. Maybe Janela, but I don't feel like they would like Janela because Janela is a bit of an a-hole in real life, so I don't think they'd want him. But I could see them signing Allie just because she's got the look. You know, she's a blonde. Vince loves blondes. I can see him be like, oh. But I say as long as her husband is here in AEW, which he's the Blade, as long as she's here, I see her staying here with them. But I mean, yeah, the rest of the list, man, I feel like pretty fair. I don't think any of it's. I don't think we were too harsh on anyone. I don't think we gave anyone too much favoritism. I'd say John Silver probably the only one that got any favoritism in the top card, just because I'm telling you, hearing his reactions when he comes out, like they always say Johnny want a nuggie, like because he wants a little chicken nuggie. So they always go, Johnny want a nuggie, Johnny want a nuggie. And I'm like, bro, who, like, what? When have you ever heard of a nuggie chant? Like they want a nuggie. That's hilarious. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something that's working.
I like this list, man. I can't wait to do this again when they have even more people to
Oh,
like,
for sure. Give it
because
a
you
few
already know
months.
there's going to be people that are coming to the company.
Let's
This
say
is
give it a few months.
like Mick Foley said, man. This is the place for young talent to go to now. It's not the WWE anymore. It's
Oh
AEW.
no, yeah, for sure. There's no reason for you to want to go to WWE right now. You can make the same amount of money here, be in control of your character, and put on wrestling matches. Let me emphasize that again: wrestling matches. not sports entertainment. Trust me, I'm entertained, and it's a sport. It's wrestling that I want to watch. It's just I love this company. Looking at this roster, it just shows that you can't tell me looking at this roster they couldn't do with an extra 2 hours of television a week.
Yeah, because like I mean,
Just that top card, you take the top card, that's a show right there. That's a full show right there, 2 hours
yep,
using
just
that.
like these people in feuds, like you have
Yep. You
Santana.
sprinkle in some superstars and some mid card into that top card picture, to just like spice it up, bro. You got easy 3 hour dynamites, 2 hour rampage per week, no questions asked. This company's got it, man. And there's still more people to be signed. So we still got Bray, we still got possibly Braun,
Yeah.
we still got Lana, we still have the Iconics, we got Bobby Fish is rumored that he could be getting signed here. I mean, you got people coming from New Japan over here to work with them. Like,
And even
it's
managers or announcers like
oh
Flair,
yeah.
Lawler's even rumored,
I'm
Kurt
about to say,
Angle's rumored.
dude, I can't believe that Kurt Angle, Jerry Lawler, and Ric Flair were all backstage.
Yep.
Like, dude, if they sign all three of them, that's three actual, like, legit Hall of Famers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not every day that a company has an actual shot at getting three Hall of Famers.
And like we all remember back in the days, Jerry Lawler and Jim Ross on commentary. Those two reunited again. It's gonna be like taking us back to like 2005. Like it's gonna be
Oh, dude,
crazy.
it's gonna take me back to like '98. I'm gonna be
Mhm.
going back to my childhood days where I was a youngin' and used to watch it. And oh man, like the only person I want to see sign is like Glenn Jacobs, just so I can hear Jared go, "It's Kane, it's Kane." Because I mean, I'm telling you, it's just like there's certain moments of my childhood that were made so much better by Jerry the King Lawler and Jr. And to already have one here for so long, and I love Tony Schiavone, dude. Tony Schiavone's been so great with this company. Once they get Jerry and a couple of the old timers I grew up with, man, I can't wait. Nostalgia about to kick in every Wednesday, and that's what I'm looking forward to, man. I get nostalgia and I get new. That's
That's
what's
the
cool.
thing about AEW. Like they have some of the best solidified stars over the years,
Yeah,
some of the best current stars, and some of the best up and coming stars. It's like they got everything that you would want. They
like
have
look at that
like the Young
superstar
Bucks,
list.
they got
You
the
got
young. Like you want established wrestlers, they got established wrestlers. They have everything pretty much.
yeah, like if you look at that list, like Hangman is like a currently established star. So is
Mhm.
Britt Baker. You got Chris Jericho and CM Punk, both like previously established, prior almost legends. You got Moxley as like a established star. Jungle Boy up and coming. You got both the Young Bucks and Kenny is established. You got Miro is like an established one. MJF up and coming. The Lucha Bros are established. Thunder Rosa is like up and coming. Darby Allin's up and coming. Adam Cole is both up and coming and established. Like then you got Brian that's been around for years. And you got Ruby that's just like that's just the superstar tier list, like at the top, like of all the different genres you have. And you go through the top card, and it's just the same thing of like just so many mix of young guys like Pillman and Dante Martin, Max Caster, and like Chris Taylor, all these young people. And they're also mixing in Andrade and Brian Cage, Malachi, Cody, Kingston, like it's just so cool to see both like so many generations like in the same roster working so well together. I like I said, looking at this list, it just reminds me why I enjoy Wednesday so much.
Yeah,
It's
Dynamite's gonna be great, like it always is, and yeah. So that is the tier list. Anything else you want to add before we head out here?
just to make sure everyone hits that thumbs up button. Go ahead and super kick the thumbs up button and super kick that subscribe button. That's all I got to say. I'm
Yes,
just a
sir.
YouTuber. It's just part of my genetic code that when I end a video, I just got to tell everyone to like the video and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yep. Like and subscribe. Drop a comment what you think about the video, and what you think about our tier list, and maybe
Comment
what you would.
comment on anything you want us to make a tier list on a later date. Like if there's another, like if you want to see us do WWE, or if you want to see us do like just different things. I want to do one. I was thinking about like doing theme songs.
Oh, that'd be great.
Rating people's theme songs like from AEW. Like we can like pull up like the YouTube, just like listen to a clip of their song just to kind of get like a little refresher, and then like say what we think their theme ranks out of like 1 to 5. Like 5 is on my playlist at home. 1, I mute the TV. We
5,
could do some.
Jericho, Judas.
Oh, dude, that's a 6. I'm gonna David Meltzer that scale. I'm gonna break it and be like, well, I fall asleep to that song.
All right. Well, peace out, guys.
Peace.